Hi. How are you? Why are you guys laughing? Why? Why are you laughing? I'm just trying to figure this out. Why are you laughing? Hey, look, man. What's good? It's your boy Brian Angel. Right here, right now. We're on the Reckless Podcast. Right now, Reckless Management. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what
Why is it reckless though? Because like I would not want recklessness involved in what I'm doing.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen. Anyway, you tuning in, you locked in, you listening, you watching the Reckless Podcast, Reckless Management, right here, right now. H-Town stand up. You already know what it is. We are bitch.
When I pull up, keep that same energy. When you see me, keep that same energy. No more talk, keep that same energy. Be about your business, keep that same energy. A whack rapper, motivator, weak rapper. Cheerleading clapper, need to shut your mouth flapper. This a new chapter, actors on a factor. Make a snake vanish, KB the kidnapper, bitch, please. You provoke no feeling, you must have forgot. This is real, I'm killing. You a typical nickel, never sit on the throne. How you run the city on the internet at home? Don't look to your homies, they ain't gon' save ya. Better luck looking up to your savior. You ain't a MC, not a thug, not a player. Only a baby mama knows my nasty behavior. And what sort of rapper pawns his gun? Re-ups, can't sell and ask for a refund. And what sort of rapper sits around and dreams, thinking of a master plan he don't mean? When I pull up, keep that same energy. When you see me, keep that same energy. No more talk, keep that same energy. Be about your business, keep that same energy. When I pull up, keep that same energy. When you see me, keep that same energy. No more talk, keep that same energy. Be about your business, keep that same energy. You ain't a friend to me, you's a friend to me. There's no credibility when you pretend to be. So your chemistry is made of jealousy. You're more like a fan with whole tendency, especially the hate that you imply. I see you got jokes face every time you reply. Typewriter thug, slick words to be fly. You a G now, fabricated and modified. Come outside, I really doubt I could feel your energy. I know what you about, a slouch, chasing that internet clout. Fuck your credentials, don't wanna hear no vouch. So it is what it is when you see me. Practice what you preach when you see me. Keep it 100 when you see me. Cause I'ma do what I gotta do, please believe me. When I pull up, keep that same energy. When you see me, keep that same energy. No more talk, keep that same energy. Be about your business, keep that same energy. When I pull up, keep that same energy. When you see me, keep that same energy. No more talk, keep that same energy. Be about your business, keep that same energy.
But it comes out to be like
Man, keep that same energy, man. That's by Menace Mike. Man, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, big shout out to our sponsors, Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth, old school family recipe from the 1950s. Always support local. Then, of course, we got J-Rack Distribution and LLC, Iron Horse Rock Bar Music Lounge, K-List Entertainment, and the greatest burgers on earth, Smash Wagon. Just voted best burgers in Southeast Texas, so definitely go check them out. Located at 2605 East Lucas. That is 2605 East Lucas, Beaumont, Texas. Man, we have a dope episode for you guys tonight. We got my guy, Josh the Comic in the motherfucking house. We are here going to talk about a few things, but we're mainly here to talk about his show tomorrow night. What? Stand up comedy night, man. You got a dope lineup going on, man. Tell us about this, Josh.
we got comedy going tomorrow at Iron Horse, and I'm going to be hosting. It's going to be a lineup of a really good comics. One is national touring comic, Will Loden. I know everybody knows him. People are excited to see him.
Yeah, super excited.
I've worked with Will a couple of times. He's always hilarious. He's funny. He's never, whether it's freaking a packed room with 200, 300 people, or it's 5 on a Tuesday night. Like, he makes everybody laugh, and he always gives 1,000%.
Man, he's hilarious, man. The first time I seen him, with just like a bunch of these artists, Kill Tony.
Yeah,
and he's just, like you said, whether it's a packed crowd, barely anybody in there, if they battling each other on a roast session, dude is a genius. Yeah. Dude is a genius, man.
It was fucking hilarious.
So how did you get hooked up with them?
With Will, I just reached out. I did a couple of open mics downtown, and I guess I was funny enough for him to actually pay attention.
Yeah.
And then I told him that we were doing a couple of shows, and he offered to come out and do it. We're paying him, obviously, but he's probably taking a pay cut.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
But just get in front of a new crowd and some new people, and him. I haven't worked with Ben before, but I've seen Ben perform. He's pretty good.
Ben's funny as hell too. Yeah. Oh man, he's fucking hilarious.
And
that whole lineup is hilarious.
Yeah. And then I have my two best friends on there, Tony and Drew. I've performed with them a lot.
Man, Tony and Drew, it's gonna be amazing. Like I told you earlier, man, I got people coming for Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
For this show.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, hell yeah. What time does it start?
It's 7:00.
7:00. Okay.
Well, no, sorry. It's on the flyer.
9:00.
Yeah, 9:00. Yeah, it's gonna be 9:00 to 10:00.
All right, no.
So maybe go to 10:30, but we keep it tight. It's hour and a half show. Not an open mic. It is a professional show. We tried doing comedy open mics at Iron Horse.
Yeah.
It kind of it became a hostage situation.
Yeah.
The crowd would still be there at 1 o'clock in the morning, just begging for us to end it. But yeah,
Man,
so,
tell everybody how did you get into comedy?
how did I get into comedy? The full story.
Yeah.
Full story is I saw Aladdin when I was 5 years old, and I wanted to become a cartoonist. And then I found out that the people that voiced the cartoons, and then I found out the genie. Then I found out Robin Williams, and then from Robin Williams, I got exposed to stand-up comedy. And then it was Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor,
Yeah.
and then George Carlin. I studied the original guys. I would say like the Mount Rushmore of comedy.
You know what? Those names you just mentioned, that actually makes a lot of sense with your comedy style.
Yeah,
Because like I can see you in a little bit of them in you. You know what I mean? So I can definitely see it, man.
Big compliment.
like real shit, man. Like I definitely see it. You know what I mean? Your style, definitely 100%, man.
Yeah.
Man, tell people about the first time, your very first performance. How did that?
First performance. So, my family bought me, or my mother bought me a stand-up comedy class when I got out of high school because she got tired of me talking about it. And after the 6-week period, I was a requirement to do a live performance, and so our final was at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum. There was no stage; it was just us and a group of 60 strangers. It was supposed to be our friends and family, but it was just me and one other guy in the stand-up comedy class. So the teacher had to merge us with the introduction to acting. So it was like monologue, comedian, monologue, comedian. And I got shoved right in between. A homeless woman one woman went on about homelessness after me. And a woman right before me talked about giving herself an abortion.
Wow. Yes. You know what?
And I got shoved right in there. They're like, okay, now comedy.
It's like the lady just lost her kid. She had an abortion. Here's Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, big shout out to Menace Mike, man. Essential the Poet, man. They out there, man. I feel bad for they over watching TV, reading the captions and shit. You know what I mean? So big shout out to y'all, man. That's dope, man.
But I made everybody laugh, and it was 60 strangers because I didn't invite anybody with me. And that was like my best performance.
So your very first time performing literally was in front of 60 strangers, and you killed it. That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Which then gave me the confidence to go to the Improv and do the open mic, and I invited my entire family, and that was a shit show. I got wasted. I went on stage, and whenever I got off stage, my family was like, maybe comedy's not for you.
Oh, damn it.
But I was already addicted to it. And I got, you get on stage, if you suck, you get off and you want to get back on, you're addicted. It's a drug.
So let me ask you a question, right? So you said your very first time performing, you killed it, right?
Yeah.
And then your second time, you go to the Improv.
Yeah.
And you bombed.
Right.
So how did that make you feel? Because like obviously you got it because you killed the first show.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how did that make you feel when you bombed?
It makes you feel like you're like, oh well, I fucked that up. I know I can do better because I've done better, and it's like I want to try again. And you kind of have to like get the stink of failure off of you by doing it again.
Yeah. Yeah. I went on stage before. You know what I mean? I be trying to be a comedian.
Yeah.
Maybe don't like it. You know what I mean? But I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? First time I got my chance to go do comedy was at I forgot where we was. It was a piano bar or some shit, like a sing-along piano bar in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
And it was probably like 500 people in the bitch. And they were taking a break. And the lady was like, any comedians? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a comedian. Just joking. Just jokingly, you know what I mean? And she's like, come on up here. I'm like, nah. And then like everybody in the building's like, yeah, come on. So I'm like, fuck it, I gotta go now, right?
No.
And I tell a few jokes, you know what I mean? Because I actually had my first comedy show like 2 weeks after that. It ended up getting canceled. So I had a few jokes I had written. And I say the jokes I told, like 2 or 3 jokes I told, I say about 75% of people was laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I got nervous. And I was like, all right, guys, I lied. I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
I said, but my name is Jay Reckless, and I started promoting myself, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And everybody was giving me business cards, get them on my show and stuff. So I know it must take a lot because I know I wasn't up there 3 minutes, bro. You know what I mean? It's like one day I can do concerts with that many people, but to sit there and it truly takes a talent.
Right. With,
You know what I mean?
with no backup, no music, there's nobody else on stage, just you, the microphone, and hopefully laughter.
Yeah, definitely. Man, how do you like, so you write your jokes, you got a show, like let's use tomorrow for instance, right?
Yeah.
You got your jokes ready for tomorrow, but you fill out the crowd. Have you ever had to pivot on your jokes because the crowd wasn't feeling it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you start doing comedy in one area, sometimes you get comfortable because you do the same room over and over and over and over again, and then you go somewhere else and it's a different crowd, and they may not like the same material, or it's an earlier crowd, or it's an older crowd, and they don't like to be as explicit, or whatever, and so you just have to kind of pivot or censor on the fly, and you have to have the little editor in your head, which is why I don't normally get drunk or do anything before I go on stage. I'm gonna have 1 or 2 drinks, but I don't get drunk. And a lot of comics will, or some will, and it's hard to keep your brain flowing whenever it's like that.
I was recently at a comedy show. I'm not gonna say the name of the comedy show. I'm not gonna say the name of the comedian. Dude was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Super, super funny. But sloppy drunk. You know what I mean? So I know as someone coming to watch the show, it's like, no matter how, like you said, you can't drink. Because I know for me, no matter how good you are, whether it's your like hip hop artist or comedian, whatever you're doing, man, like you can't let that shit take over.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, as funny as he was, like it was obvious he was fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like they trying to put the light on him and he's just not paying attention. And man, so I've been to your last show you was involved in, man. I like how that was ran. I'm all about structure. You already know how we do, man. So how was it? Tell people how what does it take to put it together a comedy show? Because people just see boom, an hour show and that's it.
To put it together, from start to finish, basically, it's just picking a date, booking the venue, or I guess booking the venue first, and then picking a date, and then contacting the comics, and then you have to work out, you're dealing with them individually, and then flyering and promoting and all that fun stuff. And then hopefully your comics will promote as well.
Yes.
Hopefully your artists are pushing the show. But some of these guys are, some artists just get spoiled and like they think it's the venue's job to promote. It's the venue's job. And it's like no. You don't have a Netflix special.
Real shit. I tell people all the time as a promoter. I could promote so much, but people not coming to see me.
There are several guys in Houston that are grinding. Like Tony's one of them. Like he posts constantly every time he has a show. Yeah. Like even if he's just going to an open mic, like he posts all the time on his social media that he's going to be on stage tonight, tomorrow. Like tomorrow night, he has 2 shows. He has an early show at Saloon Door, and the one over there off of 45.
Is that the new one?
No, it's the one that's been there for a little while. It's right there next to Cinemark.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I think their show starts like at 7 or 8, and him and Drew are both doing that show, and then they're gonna come over and do Iron Horse. So
that's gonna be so dope.
Man. Yeah, so they're grinding out.
Man, there's a lot of comedians in Houston, man. Just like the music industry, the shows can get oversaturated. So
Yeah.
how do you keep yourself? Because we know you like to grind, man. How do you keep yourself relevant, but not watered down with so many shows?
Talking to people. Like I Uber and DoorDash, and so I mean I'm all over Houston, and I mean that's how I come up with material too. Is like I have shit happen, and then I'll tell the story in the car, and then if it gets a laugh more than 2 or 3 times, I try to take it on stage.
Yeah.
I have a story about my house getting broken into, and I have a story about living with a lesbian couple, and
And then you're a people person on top of that.
Yeah.
So I can see it, man.
Yeah.
But that's smart, man. That's what a lot of people don't realize, man. Like this internet shit is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like making content. You know Black Smooth the Barber? You familiar with him? He's another comedian.
Oh wait, no, yes,
Black Smooth. He's another one that's always making content. You know what I mean? And that's super important. Like even with the artists, I tell artists
I'm
like,
really bad about it. I need to make more content. Even if it's just
and you be having some funny ass stories, bro. Like just go live or just make some random clips. Like and then people love you, so they're gonna follow you. You know what I mean? But like you're also very artistic. You know what I mean? So yo, big shout out Sue, man. Houston Energy running back. What's going on, Sue? Catching Houston Energy in Dallas against the Dallas Mustang Elite, May 3rd, live on Reckless Talk Sports. And we got Dusty Hayes in the building. What's going on, brother? Keep it hazy, baby. Man, hold up. Man, what else do you got coming up? Yeah, I know you're doing like what, one show a month? You know, as far as the ones you do.
Yeah, we do the one show at Iron Horse. We have a couple other shows that we're working on. I host karaoke part-time just to stay on stage and practice those muscles. Just trying to keep my head above water, but also stay on stage at the same time.
Yeah.
My goal is what I'm gonna try and do this summer is because I just Uber. I mean, that is my main job right now. What I'm thinking about doing is setting up a little tour around
local tour.
Texas. Like I'm gonna Uber to Austin during the day, hit up the mics at night.
I like it.
I'm gonna Uber to Dallas, Uber during the day, hit up the mics at night. And then if I could do that and make it work, I'm just gonna Uber to Florida, I'll Uber to California.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I had an artist hit me up a year and a half ago, right? His name's Utopia Black. What you said, that's how he blew up.
Okay.
He blew up by doing little tours, open mic tours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He lives in San Antonio. You know what I mean? So he'll go all over Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. And when he first hit me up about a year and a half in the summertime, and I thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
And he's telling me about it. I'm like, bro, it sounds dope. I'm like, but no one ever, that's not gonna work, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but if this is what you want to do, I support you.
Yeah.
But I don't see it. I don't see it working. Right. And I wasn't hating. It's just never been done.
Right.
But the way he structured it, bro, he's truly getting his name. And like he'll do like a week tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get a bunch of it, but he'll pick like the hottest open mic nights in that city.
That's what I'm trying to
you know what I mean?
So I need to sit down and figure out the logistics of everything before 4 a.m.
So that'll definitely work for you, man. Then
and I also get myself a van because right now I'm in a rental car that is raping me.
Man, oh man, you need to get with Lavonia, man. She can take care of you on some cheap rental cars.
Yeah, I need to get a cheap rental car. I need to get a van. I need to get something that if I don't make my nut in the beginning of the day, I can sleep in at night.
Yeah. But I think that's what I did, man.
And then just record the whole thing, and that's content right there.
The road trip.
Yeah,
I mean,
different people have another camera in the car for conversations and shit.
Yep.
But and have a bunch of forms to sign so I don't get sued at the end of it.
What would you say is like your dream venue to perform at?
My dream venue? Oh man, I just want to keep performing, and I would like, bigger and bigger, and then I would love to be able to actually perform in the Toyota Center eventually. That'd be awesome. Whether opening for somebody or like my dream right now would be to like could do a show with like Bert Kreischer or Tom Segura or one of those guys. I feel like I could fit in really well in that demographic.
Yeah. Man, I would love to see you on Kill Tony, bro.
Yeah, I need to get out to Austin. I really do.
I definitely would, man, because a lot of local comedians are making a name off of that show.
There's like 7 guys in Houston that have been on the Kill Tony show. Yeah.
So, what would you say is your dream lineup to be a part of?
My dream lineup to be a part of?
Yo, DJ X-Ray, my guy, I see you, man. My guy.
I'm a little upset that Skittles hasn't popped up on here. But she's working. I get it. They might be busy over at Iron Horse.
On the Thursday night. Yep.
Right.
Nah, but yeah, so what would we say dream lineup to be a part of? If you had to put 5 comedians, dead or alive, including yourself.
Oh, dead or alive?
Yeah.
I want to take myself out of it.
It's gonna be them 5 and you.
Them 5 and me. I just straight off Richard Pryor.
Facts.
Just want to meet him. Richard Pryor, Robin Williams. I know it's not popular, but as a comic, I still respect him. Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Bill Cosby, no one. Yeah.
The fact that you can tell a story about going to the dentist and make it last 15 to 20 minutes, and it's funny the entire way through.
Yeah, and then he's real like a great storyteller, very visual,
and not dirty, and not if it was clean, and then it's comedy.
Yeah.
But who else? Probably George Carlin, and well, I got so many other names. And then Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, Gabriel Iglesias.
Man, Gabriel Iglesias is something. No, that's Fluffy, right?
Yeah, Fluffy.
Yeah.
I've got to meet Fluffy like 3 or 4 times.
Man, that was gonna be my next question, man. Have you ever met any famous comedians, and how was that experience?
I met Gabriel Iglesias. My ex-wife, my ex-fiance, got us tickets, and she also paid for the meet and greet afterwards. And then each time she was like, "You gotta tell me you do comedy. You gotta tell me you do comedy. You gotta tell me you're a comedian." And I was like, "Shut up!" I'm not gonna. I was like walking up to Elvis and telling him, "I also like to sing in the shower." You know how many people tell him that they do comedy? And she's like, "Just tell him." And Gabriel Iglesias actually means a lot to me because before I even tried doing stand-up, it was when I was in high school. I actually wrote him a letter on MySpace, and he was the only comic that actually responded. And then, I saw him in an interview, and he talked about, his early fan interactions. That was all him. He did it himself. And actually, I had that printed out for a long time. I lost it, but that meant a lot. I did tell him because she opened her mouth whenever we met him, and he was just like, "Keep going, keep doing what you're doing." He was like, "You need to be supportive." And then he told her she needs to be supportive, and obviously we're not together anymore. But so I met Gabriel Iglesias. I met Christopher Titus. I've met who else did we meet? I think that's it right now.
Man, where do you see your career? Where do you want your career to be within the next 5 years?
Within the next 5 years, I would like to be making money from comedy. That would make my life a whole lot easier.
Yo, man, before I let you go, man, if you can give advice, actually let me say that for last, man. If you could say something to your supporters and your fans, man, what would it be?
I appreciate everybody and everything that they've done, and definitely my family. They've had a lot of patience with me. Not a lot of families here. I want to be a starving artist and support that for as long as they have. Not to say that they haven't tried to change my mind with a college brochure here or there.
Yeah.
Or, did you see this technical school? Send me little ads and shit. But yeah, so definitely my family, and then my friends for coming out, and then all the retarded people that I deal with and have fueled my comedy.
Man, y'all come out and see Josh, man, tomorrow, man. Dude is super dope, man. I love his comedy, man. We gonna be in the building. I got JOT Overtime Entertainment coming out, my business partner, man. We're gonna turn up all weekend, man. And then also you can catch Josh Saturday at your Vessel Sport with us, man, at 420 LLC presents Rabbits and Blunts, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up today. It's gonna be a dope festival from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. When before you even walk in the building, there's gonna be tents up there, green carpet, vendors. You pay your admission to get in, $20 to get in. You get a little Easter egg with a little surprise in it. You know what I mean? Comedy show from 7:30 to 9.
Surprises weed.
Yeah. that or money, either or.
Oh, I need a surprise.
That's exactly what it is. And then from 7:39 comedy show, and then after that we got a chick doing like fire tricks and shit. Like she blowing fire out her mouth and shit, all type of crazy shit.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
I thought about it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it. You know what I mean? I sure did. And then Mike said wildfire. And then we got a ventriloquist that's gonna be walking around interviewing people all night. And then man, we got DJ XO, DJ Massive, DJ Side be in the building. And then we got a dope ass R&B show from 10:30 to about, I don't know. But and then we're gonna do a 420 countdown when it hits midnight. Everybody like their blunts, countdown like it's New Year's. I mean, so catch Josh in the building tomorrow. Last question, man. What advice would you give to the next generation pursuing their goals and dreams, regardless of what it is?
Give up. Don't try.
He said, "Give up. Don't try."
There's no competition out here. We don't need you. No. If you want to do it, it's hard, and nothing worth doing is easy. And even if nobody supports you, you got to support yourself sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to do what you want to do to make your life better. And at the end of the night, you have to be happy with you.
I like it, man. I like it. It's saying that we're gonna let you go, man. Man, I wish you success beyond your imagination, man. You got that it factor. Man, like I tell people, my talent is spotting talent. You know what I mean? And I watched your growth the past year and a half, bro. Think you doing what the fuck you doing? You see tomorrow night. Fuck sure. Man, we're getting out of here, man. We kick it with Josh. With the Reckless Talk Sports Talk Management. Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers. They've been live on YouTube Music, and Facebook. Big shout out to our sponsors. Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth. Old school family recipe from the 1950s. Always support local. Then, of course, we got J-Rec Distribution LLC, Iron Horse Rock Bar Music Lounge, K-List Entertainment, and the greatest burgers on earth. Smash Wagon. Y'all can smash Wagon.
Yeah.
Just voted best burgers, Southeast Texas. Definitely go get them. Located in Beaumont, Texas.
And then my social media is
Josh Comic. Josh the Comic everywhere. He also goes by Josh the Greek. You know what I mean? Yo, I don't know what I just did, but yo, we rich, bitch. Can I throw it in the air? That was for like.
You're gonna pay the comment.
Oh, we gotta pay the comment. Josh is worth a lot of money. It's 100, 300.
I'm so happy for
500, 800, 1,000.
I've never made this much with my pants on.
I know about 100. Appreciate you. Yo, it's your boy Reckless Talk. We out of here. Make sure y'all pull up Iron Horse Rock tomorrow night. Ace Town.
What's up, world? This is your girl, Sensual the Poet, and I'm here with Jay Reckless of Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, as well as the Reckless Talk Podcast. When you in Houston, this is the place you need to be. Houston, stand up.